Hi, my name is Mark Harvey. Welcome back to the Real Life Group YouTube channel, or if it's your first time, awesome. I'm hoping you've come here because you want to take yourself forward. So don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notifications so all the new videos that we publish, you get notified so you can see how you take yourself forward in your life. Now, on this video, I'm going to be talking about, should you be buying property despite COVID-19 or not? So the first thing I want to ask you is, what has actually changed? I know a lot has changed if we want to start breaking down the detail of how our lives operate and all the rest of it. But what's actually changed when it comes to investing in property or running your property business? What's actually changed? The fundamental aspect of it all is the same, is it not? I mean, comment below, you let me know. Because the way I see it is, the way it actually works, nothing has changed. You need to invest money in property to be able to make a return in some way, whether it's a capital return from selling it, whether it's a continuous ongoing rental, passive income, residual income, whatever you want to call it, where you're going to hold the property, rent it out and make money on a monthly basis. Yeah, so with all of that being the principles, then what we've got is we need to create a product that people want. Now, has that product changed? Maybe. So this is what we're discussing. What has actually changed? So what we've seen so far in the 6, 7, 8 weeks of the lockdown and coronavirus and all the rest of it is actually a continued demand for people to want to live somewhere. We've seen the difficult times at the beginning where nobody was going out or nobody was certain of how do I even go and view a property. But there was trickles and trickles of people still inquiring and wanting to know and say, yep, they've got to do that. Now, if your product was for the student market, then this has changed, yeah, and will continue to keep changing. Who knows what's going to happen? But this is why setting it up as a business is so important, and this is what I love so much about property, is that you can adjust and change. People who are in service accommodation have had to adapt rapidly, and the people in the Real Life Tribe and the people who are in our environment and in our team, yeah, we are helping them, and we've worked through some very, what you might call, challenging times. But again, the principles do not change. You've still got to buy something, invest in something, or get your hands on an investment, whether that's through rent to rent or rent to SA, whatever it may be, because we've got a variety of strategies that are being absolutely, how do I say it? I don't know if it's exploded, you know, that people are taking the benefit from, but they're still making money and they're still driving forward and reaching their goals. So this is what it comes down to. The difference is, right now, if we're saying what's changed, is knowing what to do or not. You see, if you know what you're doing, you're getting the right training, you're getting the right coaching, you're getting the right mentoring, you've got the right people who you can go and ask questions to on a continuous basis, like the support always there, then you're going to be in a better chance of knowing what to do and how to adapt, and also sharing off, because let's face it, you know, there are people who spend years and years and years, I'm talking 20, 30, 40, 50 years in a particular area, and they figure out and know what to do. How would you not? Because you've been in the game that long. Because they're only taking one route, they're only taking one path. But when you've got the ability to delve into all kinds of other people's different journeys, you see, now you're covering 10, 20, if not 100 times more possibilities and 100 times more different like journeys and routes to making things work or not. So now you're finding out what works and what doesn't work 100 times faster. So that's why you can get results in a shorter space of time, because you don't have to go through what they call the school of hard knocks. But what I'm saying is, it's the difference of knowing what to do and not knowing what to do. This is a big factor when it's going to come to COVID-19, coronavirus, and how to operate in the property market. So another factor that's going to come into, should I buy property despite COVID-19 or coronavirus, is going to come down to below market value deals. Everyone's talking about, oh, the biggest crash, it's going to be the sales time, this is the time to buy, it's a buyer's market. Look, let me explain something to you. BMV, below market value deals, they happen all the time. They happen all the time, not just because the market is going up or down. They happen because you create the situation where you're buying something and then you can create something that is a higher value. This is what it comes down to. Look, I'm not saying there is not some opportunity where you can just walk across the street and find something that actually someone's willing to sell you right now, which is below what the market is willing to pay for it. I can take that off their hands and then later, with doing very minimal work, be able to sell it to someone else for more. Yeah, because if that's the type of below market value deal, yeah, I mean, you can do that, but even still, if that opportunity arises and you can make more of it, you're going to be able to make more money. So again, when it comes down to, should I be buying property despite this COVID-19 thing, there are going to be opportunities, but there's always opportunities. It just comes down to you knowing what to do and knowing how to take an asset or take a product or property, because this is what rent to rent is. You know, people, there's a property here and I'm going to give them a fixed rent and I'm going to make a better product. And then what I'm going to be able to do is manage this more effectively so it is a better project and there's a better service so I can make more money. This is the same as if I'm going to buy and purchase the house. I'm going to buy the house. Then what I'm going to do is make it a better product. I'm going to make it, you know, worth more so I can either refinance, I can sell it on, but whatever happens is I need to be making money. So this is the whole below market value deal thing. Yeah, people say they're going to teach you how to do all of this during this time, during down times, the most money is made. I mean, I'm not saying that none of that's true, but what I am saying is, doesn't matter what's going on, this strategy is always going to be there if you know what you're doing. So now I'm actually getting excited because this is actually the better time to buy property. Now let me tell you the fundamental reason why. The fundamental reason why is because now is a time where you've got to be more diligent. We've just passed through a time where many people were buying properties or investing in properties, and what was happening is they were getting it terribly wrong. They were making terrible errors and still making money. How do I know that? Because we were one of those people as well. We made massive mistakes so we could still make money. But those mistakes through that times made us more diligent, and now we know the due diligence, we know the criteria, we know what is required, the systems that need to be in place, the things that we need to check. So learning and actually going through the process right now, you've got to be more diligent. You've got to be smarter, you've got to be clever when it comes to doing this. That is a good thing, people. You already know there's no such thing as this get rich quick thing, or if there is, it's not really a reliable, repeatable system. I don't care what anybody tells you. You need to understand the principles of success. And now is the best time because you've got to be super diligent with your numbers, with your values of properties, with recruiting your teams, with your relationships as well, with your communication. So again, getting the right training, getting the right coach, the right mentor, being part of the right environment, the right team, the right tribe is so important right now because you can leverage other people's experience, even leverage other people's times, leverage their success, leverage their failures. This is what you need to get yourself into. So by having to make sure that you do the due diligence on the numbers, everything like investors, banks, I mean, they've tightened the screw on everything. They're asking for all kinds of information. So by doing it and learning to do it, or getting through this time and continuing your process to invest in yourself, invest the time, invest the money, invest in property so you can make more capital gains, you can make more rental income on a monthly basis. By doing it now, you're going to be so much better off. It's like you're doing the training and you're going through the process with a high resistance. So this is what's cool about it. Think about it. You know, if you're doing it now in this environment, after this or any other time, or basically what I'm saying is, if you can do it now, you can do it anytime. And that's why so many people, including me and Trisha and everyone in the Real Life Tribe who keep going, who keep moving forward, they're learning so much about themselves and about the market right now and how to make deals really stack up and have strong deals. So listen, if you've enjoyed this insight to should I invest into property despite COVID-19, make sure you subscribe, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications as well. And also, why don't you hit that like button and put some comments in there, because this is how the algorithm works for YouTube. If we want to get this video out to more people, if you think this is useful, and by the way, the better everybody around you gets, the better that I get, the better that you get, we all get better together. This is one big oversight that we have been either told or lied to about during growing up, right? So it's like, if you can get better, I can get better. So the more people we share this, if you think it's going to be useful, the more comments you do, the more people are going to see it, the better we're all going to get. So make sure you do that. And don't forget this, you've got to do the right thing for the right reason, because that's the only way that you're going to discover your true potential.